Hey guys, how you doing? I'm here walking Marty. Can you see him? Hey little guy, wait up for me. We got a few things to discuss today. I'm pissed off. Surprise! Fuck you, Apple. I've got an Apple phone. I've got an older Apple phone, one of the latest, the last one. What fucking phone do I have? Hold on, I've got a... It doesn't say, obviously it doesn't say on it. It's an iPhone 5 something. It has a good camera. I'm making this video on the phone right now for you. Well, just, it was about a week ago. It was on the news. Oh, everyone, you must panic. Apple has issued a warning to everyone. There is malware. There are viruses. You could be infected. They're going to steal your identity. You must upload the latest software antiviral fix that Apple's come up with. Otherwise, I don't know, I'd be infected with the virus, right? And they scared me. It's on the news everywhere. That you got to do something. If you don't do the update on your phone and your Mac and your whatever, the Chinese or the Russians could steal your identity or some shit, right? So, okay, I heard this on the news. Then I checked the phone. I charge the phone, I pick it up, and there's a little red mark by software update. And I just touch it to see what it is. Latest antivirus update. Recommended to install. So stupid me, I thought, oh, I should install this because I just heard on the news that there's viruses. I gotta install the fix that Apple came up with. So I install it, I click, and then I'm looking at it, waiting. Installation will take 17 minutes. You're going, what? How much of an update is it? Well, what happened was, of course, they've put the latest software on my phone, right? The software they use for the whatever it is, the iPhone 10, 11, 12, 12X, 10X, whatever the fucking number they're up to now. I still have the iPhone 5. Never updated it. Never went and got new upgrades because all I use it for is the camera to make this video, to send text messages, and to and that's about fucking it. I make phone calls. So then my phone's updated and it's got this news app that's running in the background. The screen comes up. Would you like to know the latest news? Would I like to know the latest news from Apple? No, I don't want to know the fucking latest news from Apple. Oh, the heart monitor app, the measuring app, what was the other one? Oh, if you have this app and you happen to have bought our $700 stupid watch, it'll tell you how far you've walked in a day. Who would be fucking stupid enough to buy an Apple Watch? Is there anyone watching that's bought an Apple Watch? You get the time on your phone. The phone has a clock on it. Why the fuck do you need a watch? Well, anyways, there's an app on my phone that if I have a watch, it'll tell me if I've taken 1,000 steps today. Anyways, there's all this fucking bullshit on my phone, which I'm going into the settings, deleting this, delete automatic updates, delete cellular updates, delete push notifications. But what's the end result? The end result is a nice iPhone 5 that I've been using to make videos for you guys and to make phone calls and send text messages to my mom and FaceTime my mom. That's about all I use my phone for. I used to run for about 3 days and then I'd have to charge it. Now it runs for about 17 minutes. I turn the phone on, I FaceTime my mom to see how she's doing. I talk to her for 4 minutes. Fully charged phone, the FaceTime is over. I look at the phone, 23% battery life left. You fucking disgusting, filthy company. You sneaky bastards. And it's the software update, right? It's the we want your old phones not to work update. That's the update. That's what they should call the fucking update. We want you to install this on your older devices so they will no longer work and your battery will run out in 15 minutes so that you'll have to buy a fucking new one. So now I'm trying to figure out how can I diligently turn everything off and make sure there's nothing running in the background. And Marty is digging a hole. Marty, what are you doing? Come here. Here he comes. Marty doesn't care about fucking phones. This is the last time Apple, fuck you, Apple, and I'll never buy a goddamn phone from you again. The only reason I have an Apple phone is because my mom is computer illiterate. They don't have a computer, my mom or dad, but I bought them an iPad like 8 years ago because, hey, it's cool. I can FaceTime you. We can communicate. And it was nice. And I called my mom FaceTiming because, she really enjoys me calling and seeing me and stuff. And so she only has the iPad. I bought her a new iPad just last time I was visiting. And so I need an Apple device to be. I know. You could get a different device. You could use this app. You could have a Samsung, and then you could get your mother the flip screen with the keyboard and the fuck you and the pay for this and the $1,000 for that and the $2,500 for fucking this, and it all fucking work. I know. But she's got an iPad, and I have an iPhone, and Apple just fucking tricked millions of people to update their fucking old stuff, so now it doesn't fucking work anymore. It's a scam. There was no fucking virus, and if there was, you fucking didn't release the antivirus protection. You made us update our fucking devices. You should be fucking ashamed of yourselves. Piss me off. I don't even know if I'm going to get through this video, because if I look at the back of the phone, we started this video, the phone was at 100%. Let me check. Let me just check here. Watch Marty. I'm down to 46 fucking percent. Right? 46%. So how long? What's the timestamp on this video so far? How long have I ranted for? 5 minutes? Which way I got to talk for another 5 minutes so that it's over 10 minutes and I can monetize the video. There's a lot going on in my mind. 5 fucking minutes and the phone's down to 47%. Marty, they're all a bunch of disgusting, money-hungry, greedy bastards. All of them. They're all greedy, freaking bastards, guys. So anyways, that's the lead. So, fuck you, Apple. And what the hell is there an app on my phone that says news? On my Apple phone. What kind of fucking news is that going to be? Think of what news are they going to put on there? What's the source of this news that's on my Apple phone? Yeah, right, like I'm going to listen to that. And all the crap on there, there's a measuring app. There's an app for, I don't know, there's this ridiculous like people can't survive. They need to know how many steps they took. Look, I'm out for a walk with Marty. How many steps did you take? I don't know. Well, how do you know if you're fitting within the standards of being physically active enough? Well, it's because I don't weigh 600 fucking pounds, okay? And I'm doing pretty good. I'm keeping up with Marty. Well, how many steps did you take? A lot of fucking steps. Well, there's an app you'd be able to know whether you took 1,423 or 1,578 steps. Anyway, so my phone's screwed. But besides that, I'm in a good mood. Because today is, well, I'll tell you why I'm in a good mood. Today is the day after the federal election here in Canada. And for those of you who watched my video, I predicted it exactly. I released my video a week ago, a week before the election happened, and I predicted a liberal minority getting close to possibly a majority. And that's exactly what happened. They're still counting now, but I think the Liberals are at 158 seats. The Conservatives are at about 118. A majority requires 170 seats. So they're going to be about 12 seats short of a majority because their leader, Justin Man-Child Trudeau, was stupid enough to call an election after only 2 years. And when they asked him, why did you call an election? He said, well, he came up with 100 fucking reasons other than the obvious reason, which was, well, I want to win a majority. I've got a minority now, I'd like to win a majority. If he would have just said that, right at the beginning, we have a minority, I don't want to work with the other parties, I'm doing a good job, I want you to give me a majority. Let's go to the polls. Then people would have thought, oh, he wants a majority, the arrogant prick. Well, does he deserve it or not? That would have been the question. But no, the question was, why the fuck did he call the election? And the reason the other party that was in contention, the Conservatives, didn't win, which is exactly what I explained in my other video, was they split the vote between them and this new People's Party, which is more the right-wing fringe of the Conservatives, which are the right-wing party in Canada. And the Conservatives tried to be more left-wing. They had policies that were very left-wing, so they alienated their base. Their base left, voted for the People's Party. I think there was about up to 20 seats, ridings, that were won by Liberals and or NDP that would have been won by the Conservatives if their vote was not split with the People's Party. The margin of victory for some of the seats the Liberals won was smaller than the number of votes that the fringe People's Party number of votes they got. So anyway, so if you're a liberal, you're happy. If you're a conservative, you're upset. But really, now there's people talking about election reform. We must reform. Basically, I'm actually pretty happy because a minority parliament works better than a majority parliament in Canada. A majority parliament in Canada, ooh, it's windy, is when one party wins over half. And it means they can do whatever the fuck they want because they just come up with something, they have a vote, they have more than half the votes, they can basically do whatever the fuck they want for 4 years. It would be like in the US if one party has the presidency, the House, and the Senate. Everything. Right? When they have everything, they can do whatever the fuck they want. In Canada, when there's a minority, when the government wants to do something, they all vote for it. They have to convince some other parties to agree. I think a minority parliament's actually better because they can't do whatever the fuck they want. Because whenever they can do whatever the fuck they want, regardless of what party they are, it's a shit show, right? So I think it's actually having a minority keeps the government in power in check. Now, the government in power doesn't like it because they can't do whatever the fuck they want. And that's why the man-child Trudeau called an election after only 2 years, because he wanted a majority so he could do whatever the fuck he wanted. But he can't because he didn't win a majority. So we had the whole election. We spent $500 million to have the election and nothing's changed. The only thing that's changed is my iPhone's screwed. I'm gonna have to charge it after I do this video. It'll be down to 10%, or it'll just cut to black screen because my power will run out. That's the only thing that's changed. Yeah. How are you guys doing? That's my rant for today. I'm here in the coulees in southern Alberta, taking Marty for a walk. We're walking up a mountain actually, but you know how there's mountains and then there's those gouges, low areas that when it rains they fill with water, like a runoff, erosional. That's what this is. I'm walking up, I don't know if you can see it, but I'm walking up one of those. We're gonna go for about 5 miles, 7 kilometers that way, Marty. And then we're going to walk along the top of the ridge and come back down. And I don't have an Apple Watch, and I won't know how many steps I took. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will catch you on the next one. Say goodbye to Marty. Marty! Come on, buddy! Come here! Yeah. Well, oh, don't!